Zero.
Welcome, one and all, to the 190th sassy-ass episode of the BLC Podcast. That's right. The proud sponsors of this year's Gloucestershire, South Carolina cheese run.
Yeah. Roll some cheese, baby.
Baby. In Gloucestershire, South Carolina. We are proudly broadcasting. Oh, my God. We are proudly broadcasting live from the Palatial EC studios scattered all across the upstate of South Carolina. And you can catch us on YouTube, Insta, Facebook, Blue Sky, and all your favorite podcast platforms. And, of course, at americasfavoritepodcast.com.
Yeah.
Now, it's the guy whose cheese was made to please, his friend.
Hey, that's me. My cheese is made to please. I love
He was like,
I mean,
I love pleasing cheese.
dang.
And as always, the guy who likes to cut the cheese, Allan, OTB.
that's right.
That is very much the truth. And this seems like an extra long
Round of
bit of
applause.
applause there, Fred. I don't know if you felt that.
I don't know what that it went. We have
Like
the
a
extra.
good 2 hours of it there.
We got extra people in the studio tonight.
For those of you who aren't here, we cut it down even. Alan had to edit it because it was way long. Anyway, so welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're so glad you joined us. We're so glad that you're here to help us celebrate another year of Pride. It's Pride Month, Fred.
Pride.
Yeah, pride.
Right.
We are celebrating the 56th year of Pride.
Really?
Yeah.
Good 6 years?
1969. 1969 was the first year. Well, so 1969.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Right? Was the Stonewall riots in New York City, which was a huge movement, like a turning point for LGBTQ plus rights. And then the 1 year anniversary, and I think Harvey Milk was in San Francisco. But maybe I'm wrong. Oh, hey, there's some snowman. Snowman, check it in. Look at the snowman. What's up, snowman? So Snowman, dude. Snowman multimedia. Snowman's the man. I think I was on the show.
Man.
So anyway, so 1970, first year, boom, they did the dance, right?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at today. Snowman does a sports show, by the way, Fred, in case you're wondering. He's
Okay.
I watch him sometimes. Good stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, anywho, but yeah, Fred. So, like I said, it's another year of Pride, and I'm glad. This year has been, I feel like if I were a participant in it this year, I would be like, this has been the longest year.
He's like, this year, not the other. He's been
Not the other years.
Dude, no, okay.
He's been the other years, but not this year.
Yeah.
No, but like from a no Fred.
Yeah, there
From
you
like,
go. Freddie was like, I'm out.
But from like a gay person or a trans person's perspective, I would say that this year is probably pretty up there with like holy shit kind of years. So
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. All I'm saying is show some support.
It's the same thing. It's all gay.
It's not the same thing. What are you doing? Are we not on the air right now?
I don't know. Oh no,
You
we
need
are
to
on the air.
shut up,
Oh
'cause
shit,
you're
we
off.
are. I thought we were off.
No, we're never off the air, Alan.
No.
We do this 24/7, 360.
Matt, you're gay.
Yeah, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, Fred. See, that's the thing.
There's not nothing wrong with that.
But it
Oh, wait a
doesn't-
second. When I say it, it's wrong.
No. What Fred said that I was gay. That's okay to say that someone is gay. You said that all LGBTQ people are all just gay.
No,
And
I
that's
said
not how
the
it
Pride Month is gay.
You didn't say Pride Month is gay. Rewind the tape. So
You
anyway,
do that.
Alan
Pride
is
Month
gay.
is gay.
I was going to say all the things are that. So because back in the day, that used to be a thing you could use to describe words, and you can't do that anymore. But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, Fred, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
As I know, like I said, obviously Pride Month is here. It's great, and we're all in favor of it. Send us your Pride stories. Fred will read them as best he can.
I'll read them.
Or we will make Alan read them, and he will butcher them.
I will read them and weep.
There you go.
Why? They're not
I'll
going to
read
be
them and weep.
sad.
Hey, Sergey says, hey, Fred. So,
Hey, what's up?
I don't know. Do you know who Sergey is? Sergey?
Sergey? Yeah,
Sergey.
Sergey. What's up, Sergey?
There you go. Shout out, Sergey.
See? Sergey.
Oh, there you go. Look at this. All the people coming in.
no,
That's your
No, Fred.
Say that.
No.
So,
I love you, Sergey. I'm just playing, man.
so Fred, my question to you is,
Oh,
I
man.
know that over time, there's a thing that we all get. We've gotten it with Star Wars movies. We've gotten it with Marvel movies. We've gotten it with, I feel like, reality TV shows. We've gotten it with a lot of things. And that is fatigue. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So we get the Marvel fatigue. You get the, because they made too many Marvel movies, in my opinion. I know you don't agree with me on that opinion.
No, I love them.
Star Wars fatigue. They made way too many Star Wars things.
They
Not over time.
really
It's just like boom, 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 boom. You can't just keep turning them out and expect people not to get tired of them. Right?
Exactly. Especially when they're not good.
Well, and I think that's really the ultimate thing is like, if it's good, it's okay to, to continue pushing it. But Fred, I heard something, and I think I'm going to go ahead and preface this by saying, hey, you have a guitar. I didn't realize that. That's not what I'm prefacing this by saying. What I preface this by saying, I'm afraid. Thank you, Fred.
Soft tune.
I'm afraid if it wasn't attitude before, it certainly is now. What I'm afraid of is that this type of fatigue that I just now heard about is really just like a racist thing that people are doing. So I want your opinion on it.
Okay.
I heard about a thing called black fatigue.
Yeah. Okay. So I looked it up. I hadn't heard about it. I'd never heard of black fatigue.
Because you don't ever get
just
tired
off of the name, the way the name sounds, I thought it was like being tired of being black.
That's what initially that's what I thought.
Acting a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that's not really the definition of it. I guess it kind of is, but like I guess the definition, it says that actually it's a book. It's a book. So what it's saying is
there's a book.
Right.
And then I read that there was also like kind of a movement online about like, it says the intergenerational impact of systematic racism and physical, psychological health of black people. So that's the author's definition of black. Just right. Well, no,
being burnt out from being people being racist or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from having to deal with the shit all the time.
Right, they're having to deal with
that,
the shit, just being tired of that shit.
That, however, back fatigue. It's not like big butts.
No.
I thought it was back like big butts fatigue. I was like, man, there's nothing wrong with big butts.
Not all these asses.
I'm all about the big back.
Yeah,
I'm all about the back fatigue.
I think that's BBL fatigue.
My arms getting tired for throwing all these $100 bills, making it rain.
Yeah,
all these $1 bills. No, dude, I thought
it was like Tyler Perry movies. Tired of all these damn Tyler Perry movies. God damn,
see, that's a thing. Perry fatigue, Medea fatigue.
Yeah.
So no, I was reading about it because I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, it's that book. Okay, cool, whatever. It's just people being whatever. But now I come to find out, the more I looked into it, the more it's like it's becoming like a right-wing thing where it's replacing like DEI and these other things.
White people are tired of black people?
Yeah,
like people are tired of black people?
Exactly. It's literally one step away from them just saying, I hate black people.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, they ain't gonna say that. They gonna say it's the N-word. That's what they're doing. I'm tired of all these
N-words. Yeah. So what they're doing, so like you said, black fatigue is a term that was created by black people to describe the fatigue of being an oppressed peoples, i.e. having to explain racism constantly and be a dictionary, but also just to deal with discrimination on a daily basis, right? So now, the Allan's favorite group, the Nazis, Not saying Allan is a Nazi, just saying he likes them.
It's the Nazi.
So the new
They're
Nazis,
beautiful.
whatever you want to call them,
Good people on both sides.
have co-opted the term and turned it into like, yeah, we're tired of black people.
Well,
And I just want to say,
it's not new. It's not new. White people stealing black people shit. That's
I
not
get it.
new.
I know it's not. No, it's 100% not new because we were talking about woke too. That's the same thing. Is white people took a term that made perfect sense.
Yeah.
And like we're like, no, now it's the worst thing that it could be.
Put a negative spin on it.
What's up with that?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. I can't control the hearts and minds of people, man. You know,
Sure.
if they want to see it that way, then that's on them. I can't, fuck them is what I say.
I agree with you. Fuck them. I completely 100% agree with you. And I wish Allan would have.
I'm just wondering who are these people that have black fatigue? I don't know anybody.
You don't know anybody.
No,
else.
you're
the only people you know are
talking
in
about
this room
1%
right now.
of
You're in the
people
room
that
by
are
yourself.
You're talking about the 1% of TikTokers that are talking for 99%.
I am talking on an esoteric level, Allan.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about
where are these people that have black?
They're all over the place, bro.
Where?
Probably right in the seat that you're sitting in.
Shit!
Get
out of here.
See,
they got whatever that was has black fatigue.
Take these bullets for them sheets.
No, but it's an internet thing, dude. You know, that's the thing, Allan, is you have to, and I will give you credit, and I appreciate this, and I think all of us to a certain extent, probably, and I think most people, we tend as people who kind of grew up, I think bridging that gap between like physical and digital world of like being able to kind of say, oh, I'm noticing that I'm going into a trend that I don't want to be in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the algorithms and stuff like that, where you're like, no, this is maybe not the best place for my interest ahead.
Take me to the river.
Exactly. As people of our age. But
that nurse had black fatigue.
Exactly. She was like, this is what they meant. There's one, Allan. That proves my point.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I did think about. I was thinking about getting a gummy the other day, Fred, and I was like, you know what?
Did you? Don't do
it. Because of your story, I was like, don't do it.
No,
I'm not going to do that. But you said that one was like 300 milligrams or whatever.
Yeah, man.
He got the heavy duty.
And I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was 300 per gummy or 300 in the pack. It's only 2 gummies, so was it 150?
It's probably 150 each. You took them both.
No. I took.
Okay. Like I said, I took the
first one. I took half of the first one, the first time, and it was good. So I took the other half that same night, and I had that one left over, and then I took that whole one. And God, no,
yep, there you go.
Never again.
Back to that.
Gummies. It's my 1 year anniversary on that shit.
Oh, is that right?
I have to say, out of all the stuff that we've done, my brother thought that was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
He called
me.
Rest his soul. He called me laughing his ass off. He was like, "That's the funniest thing I've ever heard."
See, Fred, your pain and suffering was worth it.
Yes.
It's funny now.
Oh yeah, it's crazy to think it's been a year since that.
It's been a year. We had no idea what it was about.
But I guess you're right, because you were saying you were cutting the yard and stuff like that. It's just that.
He was gonna grill out for the kids.
Yep, that's true. Damn. Was it Memorial Day?
That was Memorial Day weekend. Yep.
Oh, look at that. Yep. Just missed it.
Ruined my whole Memorial Day weekend.
If nobody's heard that episode, go back a year.
Yeah, go back about a year, about 50.
Yeah, go back a year. Yeah, there you go.
You'll find it. I don't remember what it's called, but maybe that's Fred Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Is that Fred Dead Redemption?
Yeah, maybe.
It's Fred Dead Redemption.
Yeah. Okay. Look up our Fred Dead Redemption on that one, guys. It's probably worth listening to. Well, Fred, I got a question for you about music, right?
Yeah.
So we're all music guys. We like music. Do you know any people who are like, I don't listen to music. I don't like music.
No, I don't.
No. And if I did, I wouldn't hang out with those people.
I don't feel like I know anybody either. And I
was that's just a weird. That's a weird thing.
That is a weird thing. Like
I would think
some
everybody
kind of
likes for music, even if it's not.
Yeah, even Donald Trump loves music.
You know, I mean, I would think even because I mean,
I feel like Donald Trump only listens to like.
Well, he probably listens to a lot of like 70s music.
Yeah,
no,
that's right.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, he probably listens to a lot.
I bet he listens to classical just so people think he's like,
right because he thinks it's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was fixing to say. Because even like the
all right. Well, why don't we
there's
run
some religion
through...
that doesn't they're big here. The ones with the university, and they can't listen to rock and stuff. They listen to Bob Jones. Bob Jones. Yeah, and they even listen to classical music. So you know they can't
listen to music. Yeah.
Yeah,
they listen to music.
Okay, so we have Donald Trump's favorite songs are right here.
Oh boy!
Somebody apparently found his
favorite song
playlist. Yeah,
it's Two Life Crew.
Obama.
It's like no Vaseline.
Obama, yeah. Oh, we want some pussy. We want some pussy. We want it. Freaky dinky.
I bet you Obama listens to like Taylor Swift and shit like that.
I believe that Obama
like
listens to a little bit
down,
of everything.
ass up. That's the way Trump likes to fuck. He was 14 and good.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly.
Okay.
I don't know.
You ready for him? Okay, here you go. Yeah, I was waiting. I didn't want him to let the thing go through. So apparently, after dinner, Donald Trump gets on his iPad and listens to some of these hits. And this is true. This is not a real. This is a real thing. Apparently,
that was not Taylor Swift.
I am not seeing any Taylor Swift. So I see. Let's see. We'll start off the top, which is interesting to me. Sinead O'Connor, "Nothing Compares to You." Great song.
I can't imagine.
Weird that he would be listening to that.
7 hours and 15 days.
It's been 7 hours, 143 minutes, 212 days, and nothing compares to me.
I tell you, I like that. Nothing compares to you.
I can go to dinner in a fancy restaurant.
Yes, Sinead, beautiful woman. Beautiful woman.
Bad haircut.
Doesn't like the Pope. Doesn't like the Pope.
Not a Pope fan.
Not
all right, so
fan.
we stray. Donald Trump on the mind. Stroke him by the bosom. So from there we go to Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Oh, okay.
Every one of these somehow surprises me more.
And Barrett, you have to sleep with one eye open.
Exit light.
Grab it your pillow tight.
Hey, let's go to Never Neverland. Anyway, so how about this? What's the logical progression from Sinead O'Connor to Metallica for the next? What's next? And you guys,
Bruno Mars. God,
oh, you know
like
there's no Bruno Mars on there.
Little Bruno.
You know there's no Bruno Mars on this list.
He's almost too proud.
That's right. Yeah, he's a little too
He's a little too proud. Too proud.
REM, Losing My Religion.
All right.
This is a weird list, bro.
Well, I said 70s. Okay, we'll say 80s and 90s.
That's 90s. 90s.
Yeah, so far he's been in
the bounce around though.
Come on, guys. Does he have a little cranberries?
Yeah. So after that, he goes from REM to Elton John.
No way, like Elton John, man. Come on.
Funeral for a Friend / Love Lies Bleeding. I don't know those songs. So I'm sure they're great. Bleeding. Elton John's good.
Yeah, it's Elton John, so it's probably
I do love.
Yeah, and then
it's gonna be good.
You like that? Oh. Whoa!
What is the one we like? We like I'm Still Standing.
I like Still Standing.
Kids will sing that like it was on that Sing movie, and they'll just like rock.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm still standing.
So how about this? How about Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera from Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera. Dude, you know the Phantom of the Opera.
I mean, I know, but I don't know the song. I don't know the song. I don't.
That's the one that's like, the Phantom of the Opera is here.
Dude, I don't even know.
Inside your mind.
The only thing I know is Total Eclipse of the Heart.
And this is the guy that we're trusting with this. Okay. So he goes from there to another Andrew Lloyd Webber gem.
All right, MacArthur Park.
Really?
Superstar from Andrew Lloyd Webber's Jesus Christ Superstar.
Jesus Christ Superstar?
Yep. Superstar. I don't know how that one goes.
Yeah.
So not up to date on my not up to date on my Jesus Christ Superstar.
That I know.
Yeah, you would.
I can't lay my head down on my pillow and I have a little Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
In there. Up in there. Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Died for my sins. Mine only.
Technicolor Dreamcoat, red, white, and blue.
There's a coat. There's a coat of many colors. There's a lot of colors. Coat,
big, bright, beautiful colors. That's a great coat. And they said, "You've never seen a coat like this coat."
Yeah, never seen it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Anyway, so from there we head on down to Presley Boulevard with "Suspicious Mind," a great song.
Who don't love that song? Who don't love that?
Sure, no, I mean that's that
the only thing me and Trump have in common.
That's what breaks my heart. Is I'm like, I'm not against, and that hurts me. So after that, we go to Lionel Richie's classic. Hello.
Shut up. Finally.
One black.
Hello. Is it me?
Don't worry, Fred.
You're looking for.
Fred, we haven't tapped out on all the African American singers yet. Don't worry. We're gonna circle back around.
Lionel Richie ain't been black since '85.
Nope. And even then it was questionable.
His wife beat him up.
So then he goes from arguably a song with ethnicity to maybe the whitest song in the history of music. Guns N' Roses, November Rain.
Oh, I love that song, though.
This song is awesome, man.
But it's very white. Like, it's very white.
No. That song's got some soul in it, man.
Yeah, it does.
That's got some,
Well, then after that,
in it and all that,
you want to get
some piano is in there.
Some Simon and Garfunkel or something.
Okay, we don't get to there.
That would be.
Then we get to
that's some.
We get to Frank Sinatra's "My Way," which is a great song.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a great song.
You can't go wrong with that.
Johnny Cash's "Ring of Fire."
Also heard that. Damn.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want.
Yep.
And finally,
but
I promised Fred. No, God no. No, Fred. As I promised, we'll circle back around. James Brown and Luciano Pavarotti's "This Is a Man" or "It's a Man's World" live is the last one on the list.
I've never heard the Luciano Pavarotti with James Brown.
I've never heard either.
I've never heard that. That's what I'm thinking.
You only have a structured settlement, but you need cash now. That's what it sounds like. Sorry, but yes, I love it. This is a man's world. I don't even know how it would go. We'll have to look it up. Look it up and come back to the show, everybody. Please come back. Well, Fred, this did not. That's right. And maybe that's what he's doing. He's like, nothing.
Yeah.
Was that a woman or a girl?
I will have to look that up because I want to hear that.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that. I'd like to hear James Brown.
I want to hear that.
Cancel the show. Cancel the rest of the show.
Parviati's going to be like, he smells like he's coked up.
That guy could sing.
Yeah. What the man work? What you think?
What do you think? I got me some bitches.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in my car and drive.
I would love to have seen James Brown and Pavarotti live. For sure.
Yeah.
But can you imagine how much freaking tickets to that must have been?
Like $30.
Yeah, you're right. Back to
probably like $30.
Well, have you looked at any ticket prices lately?
Ticket prices lately are it's ridiculous.
We wanted to go see Chris Stapleton, and like cheapest seats in the nosebleed was $300.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
you can't get in and out of any
and I don't. I'm not paying that.
No, hell no.
But you can go watch
and
Beyonce.
That's
$45.
That's before the fees.
That's right, exactly.
Yes,
the fees weren't bad enough.
They fuck you in the fees.
Dude, they fucking from
they fuck you in the
fees. Getting fucked in the fees, man.
They fucking. I should have used a Joe Pesci voice. They fuck you in the fees.
Hey, fuck you in the fees. They always fuck.
They always do.
Oh, have a nice day. Hey, fuck you. Fuck
yourself. Here's the fees. So, well, yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Like I said, it really, truly is. It's. I mean, you're looking, like you said, Beyonce can't sell tickets to her show, the Cowboy Carter tour.
Yeah.
Which why? How could you? Because like, who fucking cares about?
I think
that was not a good album.
I think that should be a show title. Fucking the feast. That's a good show.
I've already written it down.
Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to see that shit, man.
It's already been written down. Don't you worry.
Beyonce,
well,
no. She's country artist of the year, so why not?
Yeah, why not? Why would you do that? I don't even think.
Yeah.
When I saw when I was like went and had the experience with all the Black Cowboys recently, I don't even think they would go see that.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. Nobody.
Because not even a Black Cowboy would be like, nah, man, I'm good.
She was having trouble selling tickets, though.
No, yeah, for real.
Yeah,
they're giving them away.
Right.
Canceled a bunch of dates.
You know, and that's unheard of. I mean, if Beyonce was doing just regular, there was no way in hell, you know.
See,
right, but nobody wants to see that
shit. Taylor Swift timed her tour out perfect. She did that shit right before the economy started going down. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers was buying them tickets, you know what I mean? And honestly, like, if the economy was a little better, I believe that people would go see Beyonce. I believe they would spend that money, but they ain't got that money to spend them.
Yeah, well, they'd be like,
got that money
single ladies, play some single ladies.
So, Fred, in order to combat that, the sport, like I said, this rising ticket prices and stuff like that, there's a band that you've probably heard of. They're a little bit older now. They're kind of like, I guess they're experiencing a resurgence of sorts. Have you heard of the All American Rejects?
Yeah,
they kind of hit their peak in the mid '90s, I think. Like,
that's all the small things, right?
No, that's Blink-182.
No,
All American Rejects are the ones who are like, swing, swing, swing from the tingles of my heart. I'm just yeah. I can't. Anyway, so they were not that big, but they're fine. They're a great band.
Yeah.
Well, Fred, what they've decided to do, they've started a new tour. They're moving all over the world, all over the country, and they've decided that they're just playing house parties.
Gives you hell and Dirty Little Secret.
Hell yeah.
Dirty Little Secret. I'll tell you about yeah. Exactly. So they're on a house party tour right now.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Rocking the world,
house
dude.
Party tour.
Yeah, they've decided they're not playing any like real venues. They're just doing house parties.
Yeah, because that's all they're going to show
in college town.
That'd be cool, though.
I think it's amazing.
That would be fucking cool.
That's old
Imagine
school.
A frat party, but like, it's old
that's
school.
Old school. Yeah. That's old school because that's what
exactly
REM used to do shit like that. You know, there was college town groups. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly they're playing in college towns. They were in Columbus.
They're like old now, though.
Yeah, but
they're older. Yeah, they're not like old.
Well,
but I mean,
they were out 2008.
But see, Fred, here's the thing: we're hitting that stride.
They're old now.
Where all the stuff that was popular because we're old.
Yeah,
but all the stuff that was popular when we were teenagers is becoming popular again.
It's coming back around. Yeah, it's
like
pop
punk is making a resurgence.
Did you see? What was that? I forget what that was. No, it was the Saturday Night Live thing when Nirvana got back together, and now they're like, you didn't see that? Like, so Nirvana got back together for the Saturday Night Live's 50 anniversary.
How did Nirvana get back together?
I don't think they were full.
Post Malone's thing.
There you go.
Yeah, but isn't Post Malone a country singer now?
Everybody does everything, Allan, because nobody does anything.
He's an artist. Don't you dare try to put Post Malone in a box.
Well, no, he just won the Male Country Music Award.
Yeah, I mean, but like he started out in hip hop. He's done
Post
rap,
Malone's
and now
been everywhere, man. Dude, he's even done a track with
fucking map, dude.
Yeah, he's even done a track with Ozzy.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking smart, man. I mean, why
not?
Why keep your money in one lane? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
when people are feeling you know what I'm saying? But I knew that dude was gonna be a star when I first saw it. Man.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, that dude, he's gonna be a star.
So yeah, they're playing like a bunch of fairs.
But yeah, they're fucking old, man.
Is he related to Moses? Is he related to Moses Malone? Man. Is Post Malone related to Moses Malone?
Yes. Post Malone is his uncle.
Oh, Karl Malone. Okay.
Right. His grandson.
All of them.
White grandson.
So
no Karl Malone's country.
I'm Karl Malone's white grandson.
Well, Karl Malone was he was a truck driver.
Yeah, my grandpa did all his work in the Post, and now I'm named Post. There you go. That's all you need to know. A little basketball reference for the kids. Well, hey, let's take a quick break. Listen to this the song by
I'm about to go listen to it right now.
We'll be right.
Pavarotti.
Pavarotti Brown. The white Pavarotti.
Pavarotti Brown.
I wish we could play it on here, but we can't. All right, go. We'll be right back.
Say Pavarotti Brown.
Real Pavarotti Brown. James Pavarotti Brown.
Okay. Parker wants us to go to break, and I'm still holding.
Go to break. I know. I'm watching the. Welcome back. You said that. Okay. Welcome back to the 190th episode of the BLC podcast. We've been expecting Gus. Not really. Yep. If you couldn't tell. Fred, I can't hear a word you're saying, so I hope you're not saying anything. I legitimately don't know what you're saying right now. This technical difficulties galore. And I can't hear what you're saying either. So
because I'm not saying anything.
Well, I'm saying something. Can you hear me?
Oh, probably. Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you?
Well, I'm just going to talk the rest of the show. Since no one else can hear me.
Oh, man, I'm having Fred
I
fatigue.
can hear you. Oh, it's because I've muted the thing. All right, well, we're back. Welcome back. I forgot that I muted.
No, you've been on this whole time.
Yes, I know. I've said the whole thing. Welcome back again for the 15th time, ladies and gentlemen. We've unmuted the stream. I can hear the guys. I listened to the album during the break. Excellent.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah, Pavarotti, that guy is fat.
It's an Italian. I wanted him to say, he was just sitting there like a lump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what. And for the first 3 minutes of the song, I was like, "Is he going to sing at all? Is he just like stay like?"
He was like,
"Is his job just to sit there and like?"
What do you think? He's looking at James Brown like
with one eye.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh."
He had one eye that was more like open-ear than the
he's
other.
He's like,
one.
"Man, that guy's coked up."
Hey, you know what, man? You can say whatever you want. I know people are like, "Oh, Pavarotti's the greatest opera singer," or whatever. James Brown outshined him 1,000 times in that thing.
No, I think that dude that's blind is a better opera singer than
Ray Charles?
What was it? No, the Enrico Palacio, the one from Naked Gun.
Of course, you think that.
Yeah. You remember Naked Gun?
Yes, I do remember Naked Gun, and I remember lots of blind people.
That he took the opera singers thing and sang the national anthem.
Oh yeah.
And then he won the game for the team. It's like, look, it's Enrico Palacio.
So welcome back to the show. We've done it. We did it. We're here.
Welcome
and
back,
Fred, where would we be without knowing where we'll be next Tuesday? And Fred, that is to say, we're debuting a segment that's as new as potatoes that are fresh.
Newer
than news. Oh, it's the newsiest news.
Oh,
because it's our new segment. See you next Tuesday news. Alan's got a thing.
See you next Tuesday news.
There you go. We'll see you next Tuesday with this news.
Yes.
Fred, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
My first
music
one's not
news. I think I got some news music right here.
Okay, you got some news music? There you go. All right. So this new movie come out called oh shit.
Oh shit! I never heard that movie.
Love that movie.
Let's start this over again. New movie coming out called the Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yes.
Bloodline news. And evidently a theater in Argentina part of the ceiling collapsed on the audience.
Oh no! During the movie?
During the movie, which
I would
ironic
never go
as that is, I don't think I'd ever go back to. I think I would be like, because I haven't seen this one, but I did see like 1 and 2. And like there was the one guy, he had locked himself in a room, was like, "Nothing to get me because I'm locked in this room." Blah, blah,
right.
Blah. I think I would be like that. I'd be like, I ain't going back outside no more. No. I'll become like one of those agoraphobias.
Yeah, dude. I'm never leaving the house.
Yeah, luckily no one was really injured. Just some minor scrapes and bruises. Yeah.
I wonder if it was in 3D and they were watching it in 3D when this shit happened.
This shit is so real.
Yeah.
No, friend, it was in Argentina, so it was like, ay.
It's adios meal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The lady that was injured was celebrating her birthday with her 11-year-old daughter.
Her final destination.
And her friend. Who takes their 11?
Take her 11-year-old daughter because I don't. You know what? Okay, I will say this. All right, listen. I hate when people bring kids into movies that kids shouldn't be in, but I am glad to hear that is not just a USA problem, because I really truly thought it was. That we were the only country stupid enough to bring like an 8-year-old.
But I don't think you could. I don't think you can because it's an R-rated movie.
Dude, who's gonna stop you?
Nah, if you got the parents, if you got parents,
the pimpled guy at the counter.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh, you're like, no, she's gonna go see whatever, Bluey.
Sir, you can't bring the child inside the theater.
Exactly.
There he is. With braces.
Yep.
So, well, that is fucked up in and of itself.
Yes.
Yeah. So
to celebrate the 11-year-old, they weren't celebrating the 11-year-old's birthday, right?
Yes, she was celebrating the 11-year-old's birthday.
Oh no!
What kind of parent is that?
No, she was celebrating her birthday with
yeah.
her 11.
Okay.
Yeah, her birthday with the 11-year-old.
I was like, what a terrible way!
You
would never
could have gone and seen Stitch.
Yeah.
You could have taken the kid to see Stitch. For her birthday, I'll take it.
I agree. Well, I'm glad that they're okay. That's scary, man. That would be
she's okay, sir.
The most realistic, maybe the best and worst.
It's a good story for the kid,
right? Yeah.
When I turned 11,
it probably I don't know, probably scarred the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the kid got what's happening in the movie, like,
right? That's what I'm saying. 11-year-old can watch that movie.
Like,
dude, that kid will
and get the premise of it. Yeah,
either that or that kid will never be scared again.
Yeah,
that's not how shit
works. Or the mom could be like, "Look, I told you that Final Destination gonna come if you don't clean your room. You better there you go. That Final Destination to get your ass. You better clean your room.
Hurry up."
I wonder what they did because in Final Destination, the guy in the funeral parlor, that was the Candyman. So I wonder if they.
Oh yeah, it's Candyman. Yeah, Candyman did.
I think Candyman's pretty dead. Yeah.
Yeah, but did they digitally put him in there? Or
no, there's probably not in the. There wasn't. I don't recall a lot of scenes in the funeral parlor.
Yes, but every time somebody died, the Candyman, the actor that was the Candyman, he was the funeral guy. He was the guy from the funeral parlor. So he was the one that showed up in the hearse.
Yeah, he was. He told him, he was like, death is coming for you. You weren't supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to. Yeah.
And this movie is the children of the survivors of
the plane crash.
Yeah. So like, and the kids aren't supposed to be here. So like, death is coming by that kids.
Oh my God! This sounds like a movie that was made 20 years after the last one.
Yes.
Yeah. It was 20 years after they should have stopped making the.
After they should have just been like, "That's the final destination."
But you know
How
what?
many final destinations can you have?
I still fucking don't.
I'll watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I don't get behind log trucks.
Oh no, hell no.
No, every time I see a log truck, that movie fucked it up.
Yeah, I try to slow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I give them 4-second follow distance.
and every time I start the grill, I'm always like scared because at the end of the movie,
dude, I had one the other day where I was having issues getting it lit up. Like outside, and when I did get that thing lit up, it was like a huge fireball. It scared everyone in that. Like everybody who was outside was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "That's okay, I'm fine." But it happens.
That's when you left. You're like,
I did that on purpose.
But inside,
that's why he shaved his head. That's why he shaved his head.
That's what happened.
All the fucking hair off.
You can't see the bald spot from where I turned around after that.
That's Final Destination.
Yeah, you turn around, it's on fire. Everybody's like, he has no idea.
Like, maybe I should get a haircut. Great idea.
Yeah.
So, Fred, speaking of Final Destinations,
right?
It's the end of an era, Fred. An era that probably lasted longer than it should have to start. Our friends at McDonald's have decided that they're going to close all of their beloved Cosmix locations.
Oh,
What
yeah,
is
that's
that?
Fred,
right.
do you remember back in 2023 when McDonald's debuted its standalone beverage spinoff called Cosmix at COSMCS, like McDonald's? While apparently it was instantly beloved by its customers with lines reportedly reaching 4 hours long, McDonald's has now decided to close all of their locations nationwide.
I remember when they came out with that,
Yeah, they only opened 5.
So
They opened 1 in Chicago and 4 in Texas. And apparently they're planning on closing them by the end of June. So
it was a whole restaurant?
yeah, so it was a drink restaurant. It was like their version of Starbucks, if you will. So now they're going to have, they said, it's a standalone, it was only beverages. So now they're going to use like what their lessons learned from Cosmix to make Cosmic inspired drinks on their main menus across hundreds of stores.
Yeah, that's the way to do
this
it.
was just a test. This was probably just a test.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
you got the real estate already. Might as well use what you have.
Right. Well, that's what they said. McDonald's explained that Cosmix allowed the company to test beverage options in a way that did not impact the rest of the McDonald's restaurant. So what started as a belief that McDonald's had the right to win in the fast-growing beverage space quickly came to life as a multi-location, small-format, beverage-focused concept. It allowed us to test new, bold flavors and different technologies and processes without impacting our existing McDonald's experiences. So there you go.
So in this place, they didn't fuck up your order. Now they are.
I feel like that's ultimately the problem.
Now they're going to, that place you got what you wanted to drink. Now they're going to fuck it up or the machine won't work.
That's true. Dude, it is all like a machine now, though. I noticed that the other day because I got like a drink, and the lady was like,
"Yep,
pushing it," and I was like, "What the fuck are you just pouring a drink?"
Yeah, it turns. It just the.
I hate it.
Yeah. Yep. It's all about the
taking our jobs,
getting rid of humans.
Yep.
All right. So you ready for my second one?
Heck yeah.
All right, man. Well, it's grad season. Grads and dads.
Like grab season?
Grads.
Oh,
it's grab season.
I thought it was grab season.
Guess who's back, baby?
Yeah.
They finally did it.
Back again.
Gonna sign the executive order. Grabbin's back on the menu.
Grab is back on the menu.
Another one of my favorites is that Eminem. I love that white rapper. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's white.
Gets his
and
back.
He makes weird
Back
noises with his
again.
mouth.
It makes weird noises with his mouth.
I'm the real. He told me I'm the real Slim Shady.
I'm the real Donald Trumper.
Yeah.
Not like the rest of the pumpers. A university at Buffalo. University of Buffalo grad is chased by the police as he runs across the stage.
Let me guess. He was black.
Oh,
nope, he was not. He was
what?
not.
No,
He was brown.
He graduated
He was
college,
brown.
Allan.
That's right. Yeah.
He wasn't black. He was brown,
Close enough.
but he was brown.
I'm kind of glad for
The said contraband. I thought I heard it. The said contraband was his baby.
Oh,
I heard about that. Yeah.
They're gonna arrest you for having a baby.
University of Grambling stationed across the stage by police Sunday at Sunday's commencement ceremony for carrying a prohibited item while he tried to collect his diploma. A baby. The College of Arts and Science shows the student Jean Paul Al-Arab. So you know he's brown. Yeah, running quickly from backstage to cut the line of graduates and insert himself in the proceedings, all while holding a baby dressed in matching royal blue cap and gown. So
oh my God, that's adorable.
Dad and Dad. It's so adorable, right?
Dude, that man walk with his baby. That guy. What's wrong with America?
He said Al-Arab was trailed by at least 2 police officers and at least 2 people who appeared to be faculty members at the university. Unable to stop his sprint, Al-Arab shook hands with the delighted graduation officials and stopped mid-stage, baby in his arms, as the crowd roared. And then he was
this is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
And then he was staged, him and the baby.
Right. The baby was staged first.
They each got a prong.
The baby pooped.
Tell me this isn't adorable. Look at this guy and his little baby.
Both of them.
I mean, come on. The guy is proud of him graduating from college.
Yeah.
They're probably like, this baby did not graduate. He cannot wear those colors.
They took the diploma.
Well, that's what they said. They said that the baby did not graduate, so it wasn't supposed to be up there.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. You give Bill Cosby a degree.
Only graduating students may participate in the graduating ceremony.
Dude, who cares? At that point, though, like, okay, so here was my thing. When I graduated, like high school and college, I was like, they're like, don't do this, don't do that. I'm like, who fucking cares? I'm already graduated. And they're like, well, you won't get your diploma. And I'm like, I don't give a shit about a piece of paper. I already did the thing.
Yeah, I don't have to show a paper. All I got to show is transcripts.
Right. Yeah. Right. So they're like, well, we'll hold that. And I'm like, I'm going to do whatever I want. Guess what I did, Fred?
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Goddamn thing.
Not a one single fucking thing.
I was there.
Yep, it's true. It's true.
I just want my baby.
If only I'd have had a baby. Well, what would have been great though is if they're like, turns out it wasn't his baby.
Yeah,
it turns out they took somebody's baby.
He stole
the baby, put that costume on him, and then drag him across the stage.
He just kidnapped the baby and kept on running.
Yep. Well, you'll never suspect it. They'll never suspect the baby to graduate college. They'll never catch me.
Baby, go to school.
Never catch me, Ranger Rick. Take off running.
Degree in tennis. So there you go. Well, Fred, there's been a Greek monk.
Yep.
You know, we love our Greek monks. Big fans. They love us. We love them. It's the whole thing. But Fred, there's a Greek monk that's just been hospitalized after a monastery clash linked to a decades-old dispute. That's right, Fred. It's a monk fight. Well, in Thessaloniki, Greece, everybody knows where that is. An Orthodox Christian monk was hospitalized following a violent confrontation at a monastic sanctuary in northern Greece. Now, from what I understand about the movie Highlander, sanctuary or like monasteries are holy ground.
It's holy ground. You can't fight on holy ground.
You can't fight. You can't fight on holy ground.
Just letting you know. So the incident.
Step outside the gates.
Yeah, that in cemeteries.
Right. The incident is tied to a decades-old religious dispute. See, this is what got me into this. I was like, this is juicy right here. These monks don't give a shit about each other. So hospital officials say the monk is being treated in Thessaloniki for cuts and bruises to his face and upper body after being transferred from Mount Athos, located about 175 kilometers. Anybody want to guess how many miles that is?
So 210 miles.
1.6.
1.6
how many
miles?
Kilometers? I was like,
175.
170 miles. That would be
175 kilometers is
250 miles, something like that.
110 miles to the east.
I
wouldn't have guessed either. In fairness, I wouldn't have guessed either.
It's less.
So,
yeah,
I know it's less. I don't know how much
miles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I probably would have said about 150, just because I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I hate that.
Fred,
Like when I'm driving in my car and I got it on miles and I hit the button and it jumps up the kilometers. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going 90 miles an hour.
You're like, I've completely forgotten how to drive.
They're like, oh shit, I'm fucking 60. I'm doing 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm with you though. So, Mount Athos, Fred, where he was hospitalized initially, is a self-governed monastic territory in Greece, home to centuries-old monasteries where monks live in devotion to prayer and the spiritual life, as they do. Of course, women are not allowed.
No bitches.
Now, the reason for this conflict, Fred, that's right. You know what it is. There's nothing gay going on there. At the center of the ongoing conflict, it's not gay if you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
If there's no chicks allowed, you're like, I mean, I got to do what I got to do, guys.
$20 is $20.
$20 is 20 Jesus is 20 Hail Marys is 20 Hail Marys.
20 whatever they're using Greece.
No, what was the movie, the trailer from Tropic Thunder? With Robert Downey Jr. and
Tony McGuire. Oh, what was that?
Devil's Alley.
That's right, Devil's Alley.
Satan's Alley. That's what it was.
Satan's Alley, yeah. So at the center of this ongoing conflict is the Ephigenia Monastery, whose brotherhood continues to defy court and church orders to vacate the premises. They refuse to leave, Fred.
Get out.
And they refuse. Do what?
Get out. Hell no, we won't
go. They're like, we can't. Jesus told us not to. They refuse to recognize the authority over them by the ecumenical patriarchate. Yeah. We are not good with these. This is why we're not a Catholic podcast. Just for the record. They refuse to be recognized the authority and the spiritual home of the Eastern Orthodox Church based in Istanbul.
All right. I
Turkey.
get it.
So they're fighting. They've been fighting since the 70s, and they're never going to stop fighting.
Were they kung fu fighting?
I believe that
everybody was kung fu fighting.
It sounds to me that they were just like he got hit in the face.
Yeah, it's a slap fight. It's a slap fight.
slap fight. Yeah. You at this monastery will learn the art of slap foxing.
So the way that this went down, and I know this is boring, but I want to tell you the way it went down is there was a young monk from the official recognized brotherhood, the good guys will say. He was attacked by the rivals while they were wielding gardening tools during their routine groundskeeping work at the administrative building. So I like that these guys are like, listen, we're not fucking going anywhere. We don't recognize any of you. However, we will make sure the shrubs are trimmed.
This sounds
that is our guarantee.
Greek. It's not like the Greek Hatfield and McCoys.
Yeah, they came out with the
garden shears. Yeah.
So yeah, the young monk sustained facial and rib injuries from punches and blows with a wooden object.
Oh damn! So they hit him,
and they said he did add the description of the alleged attacker, which was provided to police.
Oh,
they said he was wearing a black shirt.
You know, like a gardening tool.
Yeah,
that's all he said. They were like, he's a black shirt and he had a cross.
Hit that motherfucker, John.
Any of them.
He had a black shirt. He was wearing a cross.
That's how you know.
Could be any monk out here.
It could be.
Yeah.
They all look alike, you know.
Yeah, all monks look alike. Oh, you dirty monks look alike.
Yeah, all them dirty monks.
Dirty.
No monks in the pool.
That's right. Oh.
That's right. No monks in the pool.
All right, Fred, you got another one for us? I got two more, by the way.
So some Diddy news.
Oh yeah.
Some Diddy. This is the second week of the Diddy trial, and we've got a famous rapper who testified in this trial. Rapper Kid Cudi says that Diddy broke into his home and unwrapped his family's Christmas presents.
Wait. Hold on a second.
I hope that he did. If I'm being honest, I hope he did.
He broke into his home.
Broke into Kid Cudi's home
on Christmas Eve.
Unwrapped his family's Christmas. He claimed that the break-in occurred after Combs found out that he was dating his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. He reported that he had planned to give his family Christmas gifts from Chanel, which were unwrapped and opened during the alleged 2011 break-in. Additionally, his dog was shut in the bathroom during the incident.
Oh, no.
Cudi claimed he learned of the break-in at real time, that he had spent the night with Ventura at the Sunset Marquis Hotel. And the jurors were told by the rapper that Combs' trusted assistant, Capricorn Clark, what a name, called to say that she was outside his house while Combs was inside. And she allegedly to have told him that Combs had forced her physically to drive him there. And he said, say what?
I just love the idea of P. Diddy being like, we got to break into that dude's house and unwrap all his presents.
Not steal the presents.
No, not steal them.
Just ruin it. Yeah,
you're just gonna unwrap
ruined Christmas.
Yeah,
and I can see him like pitching a
like,
fit.
Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I just get somebody to come back over here and wrap it up
I'll
again.
have my assistant, whatever her name was, Capricorn Carter or whatever.
Yeah. He'd be like like Prince in Purple Rain when he got mad. That's the way Pity would be like. I can't believe it. It's going.
Look, he said,
"Damn it! I can't." Do you really think that happened?
This is it
was under oath.
Yeah.
How did you? My thing is, Allan,
I mean, you cannot.
Right. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Like you would never make that up. Why would you? Under what?
Yeah. Why would you make that? How could you make that?
How can I fuck this guy up? I know.
I'll
tell them that he broke into my house and opened my Christmas presents. That's gonna throw this case wide open.
It just doesn't make sense. Why did he just get a pile of shit and put it on fire and ring the doorbell?
Yeah. Nah, that's a bigger charge if like he decided he want to call.
What, he broke in the man's house?
It was petty grinching.
Wow. Yeah, petty grinching.
That's what they call it. They're gonna sue him for petty grinching.
It wasn't full on grinching. Yeah, it wasn't full on grinching. It wasn't.
Wow.
What grand grinching? It was just petty grinching.
It was a grand larceny, grinchery.
Yeah, grinchery. So Cudi recalled telling Combs over the phone, "Motherfucker, you in my house," and he rushed to his Hollywood Hills home. He also claimed that he said Combs wanted to talk to him, and he said, "I'm on my way over there right now." And P. Diddy said, "I'm over here waiting for you." He said he told he sounded calm when he said it.
The motherfucker went through the door.
By the time he got
baby oil.
That was his calling card. He's like,
the calling card's baby
all over the gifts.
Like on the door handle.
It's all slippery. He's like, he went to the kitchen and the linoleum was all slippery.
He's like, Diddy's been here.
Diddy!
Damn you, Diddy!
I'll get you.
You ruined another Christmas.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh my god. So Fred, that's it.
I got like I said, I got two more here. One's a quick one, one's a little longer, I think. So Fred, we had some friends up in the mountains, in the Czech Republic. Some hikers stumble across a treasure hidden on a mountain trail, sparking an investigation into its origin. So, Fred, get this.
Hold on. Number one.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Why would you fucking tell anybody about it?
This is why
Maybe
I brought this story up because
maybe it's
my answer to this
stupid treasure.
No, we didn't.
It's a pirate chest full of dildos or something.
Yeah. Like that, I would turn that in.
The baby oil.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is the key to the Diddy case. This pirate treasure box full of dildos and baby oil and Christmas wrapping paper.
Pirate Diddy on it.
The P stands for pirate.
Yeah,
the P stands for pirate.
How did we not know? So anyway, Fred, 10 gold bracelets, 17 cigar cases, a powder compact, a comb, and a whopping 598 gold coins.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the items are all part of a valuable and somewhat mysterious stash found by chance by 2 hikers in the northeastern Czech Republic. The hikers, who wish to remain anonymous, idiots, were taking a shortcut through the forest of the Kronze Mountains.
Oh, okay. I know that.
Literally spelled Krkonos with a weird number on it.
Oh, yeah.
Mountains.
I got a cousin.
It's a popular hiking spot.
Yeah, I know where that's at. Yeah, I know what's that.
And they saw an aluminum box sticking out of a stony wall. No, they did not. After it opened and they discovered the loot, they immediately took it to the Museum of Eastern Bohemia. No, they didn't. In the nearby town of Hradec. And according to Miroslav Novak, the head of the archaeological department of the museum, the finders came into our museum. Oh, wait. Can I do a Russian accent? Das Vidanya. The finders came into our museum, Nuris Martes. That means coin expert. Without the prior appointments. I can't do it. Only after they did the architecture. Fucking, I don't know. So, anyway,
in other words, the guy was pissed because they didn't make an appointment.
If you find $650,000 worth of treasure potentially, don't turn it in. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is,
do they not get it?
You know, I don't agree with that. I would have turned it in.
Ain't they still finders keepers? That's just finders keepers,
look,
right?
Well, yes and no.
We found 10 gold bracelets, 17 cigar cases, a powder compact, a comb, and 100 gold coins.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I would have turned in.
And they'd have been like, this is amazing.
I'd put them shits on eBay.
Yeah,
I'm saying, dude.
I'd keep 400 coins, 30 cigars. Yeah. I'd be like, when I show up to the museum, I'm smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Well, that did make me wonder, though, thinking about that. Is like a gold coin like that's got to be worth more than just like some gold, right? Like if you're like, this is like an ancient gold coin, that's got to be worth more than just regular gold.
Yeah.
Don't melt it down.
Because I mean, it's in the mountains of the Czech Republic, right?
Sure.
So
I mean, no, it's not.
That would have had to been like some fucking Genghis Khan shit or something, right?
No. It was probably like Nazi stuff.
Well, cigar cases.
That's I would think more like Russian
Nazi shit.
Nazi,
Nazi shit. Yeah.
Which is why Allan loves it.
Okay. Yeah, he wants it. He's gonna bid on it.
Yeah, Allan's like, I gotta go to the Czech Republic, guys. I'll be out next week. I'll be in the Czech Republic for no reason.
He's doing that.
I am going out of town next week.
I'll tell you.
He's gonna make it. Like, I found a Holiday Inn in the Czech in Koslavos.
Falafel fuck.
Falafel cough. All right, Fred, you got any more?
Yeah, I got one more. I mean, and probably you people, y'all probably heard about this, but Nottoway Plantation, the largest antebellum mansion in the U.S. South, burnt to the ground.
Hells yes.
Burnt to the ground.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker
to
burn.
The ground. Literally down past the sun. Like that shit.
Down.
So what is? I guess I'm ignorant. What's an antebellum?
Antebellum is the slavery.
Antebellum. Yeah.
So didn't they have an artist named like Lady Antebellum?
Yes, there was an artist named Lady Antebellum, and she had to change her name.
Oh, okay.
Because she didn't realize apparently that it was super.
They realized it.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. No, she realized it. Once she got popular,
it was a group. It was a group.
Oh, that's right. It was a
group.
Oh, it was a group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me and my wife went and seen him twice.
Yeah. Did you guys bring your tiki torches?
They're really good band though. Like,
yeah, I remember
Fred,
every time Fred came back from this, he was like, my favorite part is the racism.
Yeah.
And I was like, good.
She was trying to get out me. You know what I mean? She was trying to replace my brain.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I think.
And her white daddy's body.
I am so excited.
So,
I was so happy to see that thing burn to the ground, man.
Yeah, dude. Like a lot of people thought it was the Candyland from Django.
Right.
But that one was like a couple miles down the street.
But was it okay? So it was like one of those plantations.
Yeah, it was a real deal.
Right.
Like
it was an old slave. Yeah, it's in New Orleans. Well,
one of the biggest in Louisiana.
Ones. Yeah, it was the biggest one.
Yeah, and there. Well, yeah, it
not
was.
anymore.
And
now
and
it's the Burgess one.
Exactly. Now it's the smallest one.
Yeah. Firefighters tried to get there.
I wonder if
they weren't in a hurry.
I don't know.
Yeah,
the white firefighters were in a hurry.
I'm pretty sure they had some insurance on it. But I mean,
that's got to be prime land too. So there's going to be some
condos. Well, no, not really, because it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know
I mean, remember, we're talking about plantations,
Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?
But wasn't plantations like in prime land?
No, because they had
if you're doing
land,
agriculture,
they were outside of the city.
Because they
okay. If you're doing agriculture, I mean,
because for example, the ones in Charleston, those are
that's because more that Charleston grew up around the plantations. They used to be out in the middle of nowhere, and then as the city grew, they didn't have anywhere else to go.
Okay,
right? They just
expanded out to the plantations. Those are in prime land,
Yeah, some of those, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Fuck all those people.
Yeah.
I bet there was some fucking souls released that night. I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's the dog. The dog's in the doghouse. And I want you in the doghouse. Tales from the hood.
Yeah.
Little dogs. They burned it down.
Good for them. Good for them. Well, Fred, I got one more hiker story for you. And you're going to love this one because this is one that you're going to believe and actually probably could happen to us. So, Fred, two hikers in New York's Adirondack Mountains called 911 to report a third member of their party had died. Sad.
Oh, right.
But it turns out they just took a bunch of mushrooms and were totally mistaken.
Yeah. There was no third party. There was no third person.
There was a third person. The state forest ranger responded to a call Saturday about a hiker who had reportedly died on Cascade Mountain, a popular summit in the Adirondack High Peaks. So the two hikers who called 911 also told a steward on the mountain summit that they were lost. The steward determined the hikers were in an altered mental state, according to the agency. So then the supposedly dead person called and was like, "I'm fine." So the ranger escorted the two down to an ambulance, which took them to a hospital and brought the third to the group's campsite where they all met later. So everybody was fine.
Man.
Well, see, that's kind of cool that they were like, all right, we're going to take them to the hosptal. We're going to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
We're going to take them back to the campsite.
Well, yeah, they got to get their stuff.
That's crazy. They wouldn't have fucking did me like that. They'd have took my ass to jail.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. You know those dudes were not. Yeah,
and then sued me for the time and money that it took to come out there. And
the rescue attempt, quote unquote rescue attempt.
Oh yeah. They charged me $100,000.
Oh, at least
$100,000.
I'm sure they charged you a lot for your last one.
Oh yeah, I still haven't. They ain't never getting that money.
Nope.
We got to take that money. I'm like,
we got a bill for, and I know this obviously not, but we got a bill last week for Jack's head when he broke part of it.
Yeah.
Not dumb, but it was a mistake. And yeah, we looked at it and I told him, I was like, dude, your shit cost us $1,500 to get sewed up. And he's like, for real? And then my wife's like, don't worry about it. We're never paying it. And I was like, yeah, fair enough.
$1,500. That's crazy for a couple.
Crazy. Well, no, what's crazy is it was supposed to be $5,000, but that's how much the hospital charged insurance. So, and they not only charged insurance, that we got a bill from the hospital, and then we got a bill from the doctor. who was at the hospital. How the fuck does that even work?
Yeah,
he just write him a bill.
You should have called me. I'd have brought my staple gun over and out.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Next time.
There you go.
Crazy glue, man.
Crazy
glue and some duct tape.
Squeeze it together. And like,
put some crazy glue.
Back in the day.
The Gorilla duct tape, the black one.
Good to go. You said you kids always want to do things that we did in the 90s. All right, that's what we did.
Welcome aboard.
That's what we did.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Oh no, our parents would have said, "Hey, don't be stupid and cut yourself, idiot."
Yep.
Yeah.
They put that blue mercury shit they used to put on me. My parents did. Blue shit you put on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Allan just sent me a headline I want to hit right quick, and I won't go into detail, but just give it a headline. It says the cops beat a Chinese man after asking for his name. The Chinese man says, "I've lost all faith in the police." Says, "Fuck you."
There you go.
They showed the guy's face, and he's like,
"Fuck you." He's sad. Pure fuck.
Poor guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got anything else?
I'm good to go, bro.
All right. Well, just like that, we're going to disappear out of your lives for another week. But we'll be back next week.
Next Tuesday.
With a brand new episode of the See You Next Tuesday show. No, the Black Link Collective podcast. Bye.
Night and night. Keep your butthole tight.